I do want to apologize to a group of people I have been mocking for a long time, millennials and Gen Z. I've been making fun of them for their participation trophies and their helicopter parents. I had to make them learn like saxophone and Chinese by the time they were 2, and then they had puppy rooms because they have anxiety. And now they're all older and they have the facial hair of a Civil War reenactor, or they look like they joined a barbershop quartet. But I realized something recently. If you're a millennial or Gen Z, you've lived through the worst 30 years in modern American history. Imagine being a Gen Z, oh my God, born in 96. Oh yeah, you're a little kid. Now it's 99, you're 3, and your parents are like, you gonna go to school next year, you ready? Yeah, Mom, I can't wait. I just watched the Columbine massacre on television. I'm gonna need a couple things. I'd like a bulletproof backpack. I also want to open carry a Glock 16, so if I get messed with on the kickball field, I can stand my ground. Yeah, and then 9/11 happens. Yeah, and your parents are like, all right, the president said we can't let the terrorists win, so we're going to fly the entire family to Disney World. I'm not getting on a plane, Mom. Osama's going to pancake that sucker right into It's a Small, Small World. Mickey's going to burn. And can you tell Grandma not to send me a birthday card? I don't want to open it, get my $5 bill, and anthrax. Then they get a little older. Billy, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, Mom, I was going to be an astronaut, but I just watched the space shuttle explode. Again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go lock myself in the puppy room to get rid of my stress. Stress, what am I talking about? I don't have stress. You've had me on Zoloft and Lexapro since I was covered in placenta. And I want you to know I'm really mad about that. I just can't show it. So I think what I'm going to do, Mom, is get an iPhone, become an influencer. That way I can lock myself in the room and not go out into the horrible hellscape that you adults created for me. Cool? And then the Great Recession happened, and these kids saw their parents lose everything, homes, jobs, everything. And they're like, Mom, it's going to be okay. At least we're protected under the overpass. I stood on the off-ramp for 13 hours, Mom. I made $23. You can have it. No, I don't need it. What am I going to use it for? College? I can't afford 40 grand in college debt that I won't pay off till I'm 50. So what I did, Mom, was I decided to join the Army. I'm going to the College of Afghanistan. And they went to war, yeah. And they came back in the drawdown in 2014, and they were busted up, and they had PTSD, and they healed for the next 2 years. And they were like, you know what? It's 2016. We have a new election. We're going to make a better, brighter America. And then these kids stared at the television for 4 years. And every day they said, did he just fucking say that out loud? And I don't care what side you're on. It was the weirdest, most bizarre time of our existence. And then we topped it all off with a once-in-a-100-year pandemic and the beginning of a third world war. So, to all of you, millennials and Gen Z, enjoy your participation trophies. You've earned them. Yes. And when people ask, what'd you get that for? I survived and didn't kill anybody else. So far.
There was this one time that my Grandma Sue's here tonight. Where's my Grandma Sue at? Oh, she's right there. There she is. Hey, Grandma. There was this one time my Grandma Sue's dentures broke, and she asked my Grandpa Bob to take him to the dentist. My Grandpa Bob did not take him to the dentist. He took those dentures to the basement to fix them with a drill like a medieval orthodontist. My Grandma Sue was so pissed, she was screaming at him, will you get back up here when I'm goddamn dentures? What's the matter with you? She had to go to the garage to kidnap his tackle box and use it as a bargaining chip because this turned into a hostage situation. She was just holding his bucktails over the garbage disposal. I dare you! I dare you! My Grandpa Bob, he passed away a few years ago, but that's what keeps the memories alive. You know, like there was a tornado in Fond du Lac. All of Fond du Lac's crap was in my grandparents' yard. And we were going up there to help clean up, and there was a grill from a Weber and a grill from a Chevy. There was siding, there was roofing, there were these lawn chairs that flew in from the 80s somehow. And I was like, Grandpa Bob, this is terrible. And he goes, terrible? No. Why go to Goodwill when Goodwill go to you? And we picked all that crap up and we moved it right into my grandpa's garage. Now, my grandpa's garage, he had 2 of everything you never need. Cracked 5-gallon buckets, empty cans of WD-40, 2 paintbrushes hanging from the rafters so the 2 cars didn't hit the 2 broken lawnmowers. He had 2 things of C batteries. Who has C batteries anymore? A guy with 2 broken Billy Basses, that's who. He had 2 of everything you never need. His garage was like Noah's Ark, except this was all the stuff God wanted to drown. And then afterwards, Grandpa, he made us lunch. And his idea of lunch was a box of donuts and a cold stick of butter. And we watched him cut that cold stick of butter into tiles. And we were like, why is Grandpa cutting us cold butter? Turns out one for us. He took a Long John donut from the box. He put it on his plate. And by plate, I mean paper towel. And he proceeded to tile that Long John donut like a bathroom floor. And then he cracked a beer and he put pepper in the beer. And he said, I can't put salt and an egg in here anymore. The doctor says it's not good for my health. He then drank a beer and ate that whole damn buttered donut. And me and my siblings were looking at each other like, I think we better enjoy every moment we have left with Grandpa. My Grandpa Bobby served in Korea, but on my grandpa's flight back from Korea, there was so much turbulence that he never flew again. And we were all like, Grandpa, you can fly now. It is safe. Are you afraid of dying? And he said, oh no. I'm not afraid of dying. No, when it's your time to go, the good Lord will take you, because it's your time to go. But when it's the pilot's time to go, I'm not going to be in that goddamn airplane.
Let's see here. I'm one of 12 kids. You know, oh my gosh, yeah. I'm mass produced. That's Andy, Charlie, Billy, Betsy, Maggie, Eddie, Mary Kate, John, Owen, Norbert, Janelli, Frank. Yeah, guys, 12 kids is so many kids. I just said 13 names and you said, ow! Yeah. It's a lot of kids. Now, when you're 1 of 12 kids, people got questions. They got questions naturally so, you know? Are you Catholic? Are you Mormon? Are you homeschooled? Yes, all 3, actually. I'm kidding. I wasn't homeschooled. So anyway, where am I going with this? Yeah, so we're a big family. We weren't the most well-behaved kids in the world, I'll be honest with you, okay? But that's okay, because as a Catholic, you learn that God doesn't give you anything you can't handle, okay? But then again, God only had 1 kid, I'm just saying, okay? And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that Jesus was a pretty easy kid to raise, okay? Like, call me crazy, but I don't think Jesus ever went to the principal's office for punching Brad Dillard in the dick, okay? I don't think it happened, alright? I mean, Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine just because his mom asked him to. Son of the year, you know? They were at the wedding of Cana, okay? And Mary was on the dance floor living her best life. Like, dancing queen, feel the rhythm of the tambourine. And then her best friend Teresa taps her on the shoulder and is like, Mary, they're running low on wine. Only 2 skins left. And Denver, that's a hilarious joke. Read your damn Bibles, okay? And then Mary was like, no. Oh, Jesus. Mommy's class is getting low. Now they have a lot of water here. Look at all that water. There's a river, but not a lot of wine. I was thinking, what if you turn some of that water into wine, then we could all party and dance and clean. Jesus was not having this. He was like, Mom, come on. Are you serious? Like, you want me to turn water into wine? Like, how's that going to look? It's going to be in the Bible for 2,000 years. Why don't I just turn that corn patch into marijuana? You know? Apparently we've got more followers here in Denver. Mary was mad at this point. How do you know she was mad? I'll show you. She was like, Jesus Christ, 2 names. You know she's pissed, okay? Don't make me call your father. And Jesus like, okay, fine. I'll do it, but I'm driving the donkey home, okay? And then boom, he did it. He turned water into wine. The closest I ever came to that, one time I turned my mom's full bottle of wine into half a bottle of wine. But then I turned it back into a full bottle of wine just by adding water. Thank you. It's my first miracle.
So roll out the barrel and get the band brewing. Life's got you down, just keep her moving.